All right, guys, in this video, we're gonna be going over how to do a backward roll. And in my experience, the backward roll is always gonna be a little bit more difficult than the forward roll, just because I don't have the momentum to go forward and I have to use more of my core to help myself go backwards. So a couple of tips for how to do this backward roll is that I need to focus to keep myself like a ball. Think of the shapes like a ball or a cube, right? The ball always rolls more naturally, but a cube, because it has the edges, it's gonna stop. So with my body, the more that I'm stretched out, I'm like the cube and I have a lot of stoppage. But if I make myself like the ball, it's gonna be easier for the momentum just to naturally take myself. So how do I keep myself in this ball? I like to grab on the outside of my knees here, just keeps me all together. So you can grab here and just hook. You could grab your hands together in a C grip if you wanted to, or you can also go underneath the legs and grab together just to kind of hold yourself together in the ball. The next thing is that I have to learn how to position my neck correctly, because again, I don't want to go over my neck and my neck will stop me. So I need to figure out how I bend the neck so that I'm able to go over my shoulder. In Jiu Jitsu, we always focus on going over our shoulders, not over our necks. And so what happens if I try to do a backward roll and my neck is straight, I get stuck here. So what I'm gonna do so that I don't stop myself is I'm gonna focus to look over one shoulder. So instead of looking straight, I'm gonna choose my side. I'm gonna be looking over this shoulder, and then with my ball, my knees are gonna go on the mat, the same side as the shoulder I'm looking at. So I'm here, I roll back, knees go to the floor, and I have completed my backward roll. So one more time, sometimes I see that I tell people to look over the shoulder, and then they get to here, and then they forget, right? They go back to this position. So this is always gonna stop you. Also here, look that when I went to the ground, my knees stayed the same. So I already start to stretch out. So as I'm going, everything is round, my knees are coming. I stay looking over that shoulder, and then I put my knees on the floor. So one tip, if maybe you are a parent watching this video for your child to kind of help them with this, is that you can grab on their gi or their kind of belt and just help guide the hip a little bit. You never want to force it. You don't want to force them to go over that neck, but to tell your child to look over the shoulder, and then you can help just the hip to move a little bit. That just helps get used to that position until they're able to safely do it themselves.